Back, we back. Definitely back. The Live from Sin City show on YouTube. Let me see. Jimmy. Posting you right now, bro. Hmm. What's up with the live? They haven't seen you're unable to join. Let me try one more time. Peace,
Yep.
Jimmy. Peace,
Peace.
Jimmy.
Yeah.
What's going on? We finally on. What's going on, bro?
Oh man, I'm still in LA right now.
Nice.
Came out here to for Capadonna's birthday and an album release party, and then
Okay.
you know, yeah, and then came out here to see my mom, Dukes, and everything. So I'm out here.
Nice. 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 Official. It's crazy you bring up Capadonna. Ghostface, he's supposed to be out here like next week.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah,
what's up.
yep, he's gonna be upstate New York at the club right by me. Oh
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Yes. Yep. But for everybody that wants to know, please explain who Jimmy Kang is.
Oh, I'm an entrepreneur. I own Straight Up Entertainment Records. We got a distribution through Sony Orchard, a really
Nice.
nice one that I could help everyone out with. Also, Wu-Tang Management.
Okay.
Plus, I own some stores, clothing shop, the convenience store to a recording studio. I mix and master some of the people's things. Put in a
Okay.
lot of work.
Nice, nice, nice. And you right now, you also have clubs too that you was into, right?
Yeah, I used to run a bunch of clubs at one point for almost a decade, and then I stopped and focused on managing the clan with Capadonna and all
Nice.
that. During that time, Wu-Tang wanted everyone to kind of stop what we were doing
Mm-hmm.
and focus on like the 20th, 25th, and the 30th anniversary. So we just focused on that, and
Nice.
we're on top of the game right now. So now we just kind of chilling and dwindling off so we could start doing our own thing again.
Okay, nice. And I hear too that Wu-Tang, they also got like a tour coming up soon, right?
Yeah, we just finished the tour. We
We
just finished the
finished.
tour. Yeah, it was the final chamber tour across the whole country. I mean, it was great.
Nice. Okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay. That's what's up. And you also lived, you're originally from South Korea, right?
yeah. From Seoul, Korea.
South Korea?
Moved here with everyone in my family when I was 4,
Okay.
and grew up in Los Angeles till like I was 20, 21, and then I've been in the Worcester, Massachusetts for ever since then.
Nice. Nice. And in Massachusetts, you was also, you got into the hockey thing, right?
Oh yeah, that's how I got out there.
Mm.
Hockey started out in LA, hockey came out. There was hockey rinks everywhere, so I just wanted to try something new. After 3 seasons of playing, I got drafted to the Junior Bruins. They housed me in Boston, in Everett, and played for 2 seasons, and then went to college for free. And then starting that time, I started running all the nightclubs. And that's how I got
Nice.
into the music world, because I was bringing all the artists through once a month to the clubs, and
Yes.
yeah, and then they all started asking me to manage them.
Nice.
So I started managing Crumb Snatcher from Gangstar. So Guru and
Heard
Crumb
about that.
Snatcher, yeah, we were all hanging out all the time. They're kind of the office. Yeah, Crumb Snatcher's my brother, so keep it 100. He's been helping me out since day one, and from then evolved to trying to put something together, and it called it Special Teams, and it was
Mm.
Ed O.G., Jason, and Slain. Got
Okay.
signed with Boot Camp Click to Sean Price's camp. Did that, and then from there worked on Ricky Blaze's tour, Just Do and Die, to Junior Reed, managing Junior Reed. Once his manager passed away, he hit me up, and I managed Junior Reed for a while. Had him drop a mixtape called Undeniable. So
Mm.
we called it Undeniable because that mixtape consists of probably like, I think, 28 songs maybe, and it was
Okay.
we put mostly all the songs that Junior Reed did with hip hop artists.
Mm.
So you'll have like Rick Ross to Lil Wayne to Wu-Tang to Smith and Wesson to Snoop Dogg to anyone you could think of in that game through that era. They were on it. Fat Joe to So
Nice.
so we called it Undeniable. So the young kids and everyone can't deny him. They're like, oh my God, that's Junior Reed that did the thing with Game. That's Junior Reed that did the thing with Mims.
Mm.
So things like that people didn't know. I'm like, yeah, that's him. So once they started hearing that thing, we ended up putting an album together called The Living Legend, and we
Nice.
put all the roots back to the roots. Putting it back into place for even the young kids to follow the roots of reggae.
Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Oh yeah. And you also started your own label, Straight Up Entertainment, right?
Yeah, I had that for a while, and then
Mhm.
I stopped it when I stopped it for a little bit when Wu-Tang had me go and start Protect Your Neck Records and distribution, and I was traveling all over the country, getting people distribution deals and things like that. So
Nice.
focused on that, and I opened Straight Up Entertainment again during the COVID time
Mm-hmm.
when everything was on pause, and I got a call from my man and Sony Orchard saying, right now he's running Orchard, and Orchard's the #1 distribution company in the world, and he's just like, yo, Jimmy, I could get you an ill deal. And I'm like, nah, I'm still working on the Wu-Tang thing. He's like, it's COVID time. Wu-Tang's not doing nothing. Come on, I've
Mm-hmm.
been trying to holler at you for a while. Why don't you check this thing out? So we talked about it, went back and forth, and I just took the distribution deal. Amazing, 80/20. So, the
Nice.
label got a good thing going on.
Nice. Nice. Okay. So right now too, I want to know for like an up and coming rapper or singer that's really trying to get his music out there right now, what would you basically suggest on trying to do that in this day and age?
In this day and age,
Mm-hmm.
for up and coming artists, I
It's
think
so different.
like the best way to do it, I guess, is like try to find an artist that's already popping.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of get them to be a mentor, and also have money to market and do songs and start traveling with the person. Get to know people and get to know how the game works. And that's a shortcut. That's a real shortcut. If you get to know someone and actually they're mentoring you and they're a legend and they're like, yeah, this is my man. Boom, boom. Hey, I'm performing. You want to come perform with me? Things like
Mm-hmm.
that. But everything costs money. Not
Right.
everyone's gonna be like, yo, just come through. They'll probably be like, yo, if you want to come through and do the show out here, take care of my hotels or something.
Right.
Some kind of thing, just off the start to compensate things. You have to
Right.
start somewhere.
Mm. Nice. Nice.
And
Also,
marketing is everything. Save your money up for marketing. You could
yes.
have right now a lot of people are making great music because studio is unlimited. You could do that in your closet now if you have the system, everything. So it's like now it's all about marketing. It's always been about marketing. It's about a
Mm-hmm.
song that you might not even like, but they're playing it nonstop and it becomes programming. So it's
Yes.
programmed for you. So now you're singing along with it and you kind of like it. And then you
Right.
start really liking it.
Mhm. Nice. No, music meets fashion. Wasn't that in downtown Massachusetts right there? Could you
Yeah.
talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I still got that.
Still got that?
Yeah, so like anything I start, I like to keep it forever.
Hmm.
So I had that for I think like 15, 16 years now.
Damn.
So yes, yeah. So that I first started out with my ex-girl Eva Nicole on that. And she was into modeling and everything. So I'm like,
Mm,
hey, why don't we put a stage up and do some trunk shows, fashion shows, and sell clothes from all the designers you know.
right.
So we started with that with all the celebrity designers in Boston area, Springfield to
Mm,
Connecticut to Rhode Island, like everywhere in New England.
nice.
And during that time, Worcester didn't really understand it. They didn't want to pay a lot for like fashion designers' clothes that they didn't know,
Hmm.
unless Gucci, Chanel, stuff like that. They'll pay for, but from upcoming designers. So I was holding all of their stuff, and we were doing trunk shows. It was going really well, but some of the people's clothing wasn't up to par, as in like the
Hmm.
stitching comes out and stuff, and then the people will come and be like, "Hey, da 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 da."
Right.
So we kind of changed that back into customized clothing that the designers could still bring, and then I started bringing in just all the brand name stuff to mix it up with, and
Nice.
then we owned the Central Massachusetts from that, so we
Mm,
were going back and forth. So everything I do, I try to make it so it feeds off each other,
right.
you know.
Okay.
So we did that. We were doing modeling shows in the store. Plus, now there are models coming in, so it's like, hey, wear this, and we do a trunk show, So it was great. Now I still got that going. We shut it down for like
Mm,
almost like 7 months, and I try to make it into like a sex store, like for
okay.
the strippers and everything.
Okay.
Try to get that popping. I partnered up with my man that owned the strip club,
Nice.
and but then it just became a headache, so I just turned it right back into normal clothing.
Yeah. I definitely got to come out there one day and check it out, bro. Because it
Yeah,
seems
I
like
mean,
you have.
we saw everything in there, from guys' clothes to girls' clothes to sportswear to sex toys to colognes to perfume, sunglasses, and then I
Okay.
got the store right next to it called Pleasant Things. So it's a one-stop shop. We sell everything, whatever you can think of. If we don't
Nice.
have it, we'll have it tomorrow.
Nice.
That's all.
Yeah, it always seemed like you just have your hand in a little bit of everything. Did you always have that entrepreneur type of spirit since you was young?
Yeah, yeah. Thing in life is you put everything in one basket, right?
Right.
And let's say it's going good, and but once it goes bad, you got to figure out how to take care of that situation,
Mm,
right? And if you're doing a bunch of things and you get it going right,
right.
and once you have it going right, you start something else and get that going, and get another thing going. So if this one's hurting, you use the other things to actually help this situation out, and maybe one time that part's gonna hurt, and you take care of that situation. So it's like how people say like one hand washes the other. So it's
Yes.
kind of like that. I use my stores to let's say like, so I'm making money off this store, but this month I'm not making money off this store. Then I'm still gonna pay rent with the
Right.
money from I made from that store to make
Right.
sure this store is running.
Yes. Yes.
And I make it coincide so all my guys work, like my friends and my friends, my artists, people around me. I
Hmm.
give them jobs. They work for me. We try to get this thing rocking. We got the apartment in our block too, where the artists and producers live, and we have people. The studio right underneath.
Nice.
So it's there. I kept it private for a while. We're
Mm,
probably gonna make it private, in public, pretty soon. We just let some people in, but it's usually just a place where my artists and certain celebrity artists come through, and they don't have to worry about anything. They just go in and we just make music.
nice. Nice. And I had to ask who, because of everybody that you're working with now, Mook, Devon, Power. How was it all working with them all together and just coming up with creative ideas?
Oh man, I mean, it's a great thing. I mean, there's so many components of the Wu-Tang cipher where if we start explaining it, people wouldn't understand. It's like Voltron, and then they have their own soldiers, their own everything. So every one of the Wu-Tang Clan members got their own personal manager, business manager, and then Wu-Tang had its own like separate like touring management team and everything. So everything is very corporate right now, which is great.
Nice, nice, nice,
But
nice.
they still include everything with us, and they made us corporate as
Okay.
well. You know.
Very nice. Okay. So tell me this: what is the future right now for Jimmy Kang? What you have cooking right now for the future?
The future right now is I'm trying to make a nice distribution platform from everyone. Along with that, well, right now, I got a bunch of other stores that I'm working on, real estate I'm working on, but more than that, I'm trying to get all the young artists and everyone that needs to know how to get in the game to pop off the right way without selling their soul.
Nice. Okay. So for anybody watching right now, if they want to try to do any business with Jimmy Kang for the future, how can we get in contact with you?
Well, you could hit me up at Instagram, the Jimmy Kang. You could hit me up on my email, jsk at wutangmanagement.com. You can send me your music and stuff. I'll have my A&Rs check it out, and just let me know. Whoever wants to, get in the bandwagon and get it moving. My thing is this, right? My thing is
Mhm.
it's better with numbers. I rather try to push more people at once than just one person and hoping that one person's gonna eat, rather than trying to get everyone popping at once so they could all help and support each other.
Nice. Okay. Very nice. So, yeah, so closing out, Jimmy Kang, I appreciate your time, bro. And I definitely got to come out there to check out your stores, check out your music more, and we
You're
definitely
already.
do some business.
You're always welcome. You know that.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Have a good day.
All right, peace.
My guy. Peace.